Good evening. Thank you so much for joining here today at our first ever all virtual open house. I'm Tiffany Benson, the principal here at Las Lomas, and I'm so happy to introduce you to a group of really important people that actually influence and help all of the students here at Las Lomas. These are the heads of some of our most influential parent organizations here at the school. And these organizations really fill an incredibly important role because not only do they provide this link between the community and our students and our staff and our administration, but also they help fill some funding gaps that are an unfortunate reality here in California. California is a fantastic state to live in. I love living here, but our school funding actually ranks 41st in the nation. So that means that our state funds really only cover the basic levels of education. It doesn't fund the 7-period schedule that we are used to here at Las Lomas and allow us the opportunity to have so many additional elective classes for our students. This also doesn't include additional funds for specialty supplies or staff appreciation or parent education. That means no special funding for drama performances or band performances, no wellness center, no diversity, equity, and inclusion, community education, or staff curriculum. It also means that we're not funding our many athletic teams at the state level. So we're so grateful again to the people who are here and the many, many, many parent volunteers who support these organizations and the education that we receive as Knights in this diverse, challenging, and enriching time. Anything above the basic is really a helpful way to think about these organizations. And I urge you to find out more about these organizations, and they're a great way to stay involved in Las Lomas. If you're an 8th grade family coming over from Tice Creek or WCI or one of our community schools, don't be fooled by your children. There's still plenty of opportunity to be involved in your child's education here at school, and these organizations are a wonderful way to do it. Again, wonderful way to meet other parents with similar interests, and a great way to get involved with the education of your child. So first, I'm really happy to introduce Katie Grant. She is the president of our Walnut Creek Education Foundation, WCEF. Donations to WCF really enable us to build our schedule based on student choice. Our 4 world language options, our 21 advanced placement classes, our Las Lomas Wellness Center, our new health and careers tech, all possible because of donations to WCEF. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie right now.
Thank you, Tiffany. I am a parent here in the Walnut Creek community. I have a 7th grader at WCI and a freshman actually at Las Lomas High School. And Tiffany pretty much summed it up just perfectly. She's 100% right. Unfortunately, we do not get the appropriate federal and state government funds, nor do our property taxes or the lottery or any of the local taxes support what we need here at our high school. But the wonderful thing is our community is bound together, and we've created a fundraising arm, which essentially is the Walnut Creek Education Foundation. And it's all comprised of volunteers. And essentially we collect dollars that help fund all of our 8 public schools. This is TK through 12th grade. And with your donations and with our local businesses and their support, we're able to fund a very robust course catalog. As Tiffany mentioned, 4 world languages, 21 AP classes, 4 career pathways, and 20 plus art classes that are available to your students. And if we didn't have this fundraising arm, your students would actually have a pretty much watered down education. But because we live in a wonderful community that's totally supportive of our students, we're able to offer them this really amazing course catalog, which gives them a great opportunity to kind of expand their interests and their passions and try something new and see kind of if there's something else that's out there for them that they find of interest and of value. So please keep us in mind. We appreciate all your previous donations through your children's career path. And now we're on the home stretch going into Las Lomas High School. And we're still needing those dollars. But if you can, just continue on all the way through 12th grade. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Katie. This is always such a great time to talk about classes, because I know everyone is in the process of choosing their classes for next year. So very perfect timing for that. Next up is our Parent Teacher Student Association, our PTSA, led by Ms. Samantha Francois. Here at Las Lomas, our parent group is truly special because it brings not only teachers and parents together, but also students as well. The PTSA builds community by showcasing the incredible things our students are accomplishing. It supports teachers with supplies, appreciation events, and it advocates for all students. I'll let the PTSA president, Ms. Francois, tell you a bit more.
Thank you, Tiffany. Good evening, everyone. I'm Samantha Francois, and I'm the PTSA president. I have a junior at Las Lomas and a knight who has graduated. And I just wanted to welcome you and recognize that by joining the PTSA, you support every student, every teacher, and our hardworking staff. As you know, in this pandemic, our teachers have been working harder than ever to support our students, and they need our support. And the PTSA impacts every student at Las Lomas. Whether your child takes auto shop, foods, or an AP class, our PTSA supports every student and every teacher. Unlike your elementary and middle school PTAs, students are an integral part of our organization. They speak at every meeting. And we need your voice. We value your voice. So please join us in making Las Lomas the best place it can be for our students. We look forward to meeting you and seeing you at our meetings, and please consider joining all our student organizations that support the teachers and staff and students at Las Lomas. Thank you.
Thanks so much for that, Samantha. Yeah, I really appreciate all of those thank you activities throughout the year. I know that the teachers do as well, those moments of appreciation and gratitude. Turning now to another organization that's actually new to our community this year and is created in partnership with our PTSA is our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. This organization, much like the PTSA, focuses on centering student voice and really focusing on the student experience here at Las Lomas and making sure that it is inclusive and welcoming to all. This organization has sponsored and held a number of parent events, even in their first inaugural year, and are in the process of really reviewing and working with our department chairs to look at our curriculum around, again, with this diversity and equity lens. This year it's led by Dr. Michelle Jones, and I'll turn it over to her to hear a little bit more.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. I'm so excited to be heading up this DEI group. It's been a very wonderful journey, and I've worked in conjunction with Tiffany and Samantha. There's a slide up here that lists our website that we launched last year, so you can take a look at it. We've had students interviewing our former vice principal, Bruce Giron. The interview is on the website. And we've also had a race equity group come and speak with us with Dr. Lori Watson. We're going to be having a Black History event with the Becoming book by Michelle Obama. So we just love to have you. We welcome everyone's participation. It's been a great group to work with, and students, parents, and teachers are all involved. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much for that, Michelle. All right. Turning now to the performing arts. Our Performing Arts Foundation really does keep the lights on in the theater. The PAF supports our outstanding music and theater arts programs. It provides instruments and student scholarships, updates equipment, and funds all of our performances here at the school, even those this year that we'll be doing virtually. We have our PAF president, Miss Elizabeth Murray, here with us today. Uh-oh, it looks like Miss Murray is suffering from the virus of 2021, Zoom glitching. So we're actually going to move right on to our boosters president, and Elizabeth will come back to you right after that. So Mr. De La Gente leads our athletic boosters.
I'm having troubles with my internet. I apologize.
Oh, no problem. We'll get to you in just one moment.
Okay.
The boosters provide financial assistance and support for our student athletes, our coaching staff, in order to promote academic and athletic excellence, a positive community, and to have competitive sports programs. They've done it all when it comes to athletics: scoreboards, salary for trainer, wrestling mats, volleyball nets, you name it, and academic PE, all helped by our athletic boosters. So for a few words more, I'll turn it over to Mr. De La Gente.
Great. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. So you actually covered a lot of really important things. And I do have 2 student athletes at Las Lomas. I joined the boosters several years ago. And one of the key things that I noticed when I first came to Las Lomas is it was a big surprise to understand that there really is no funding for sports. There's no funding for a lot of things, but I think most parents come to understand it's absolutely critical to be successful in high school, to join a group. And so whether that's arts, whether that's sports, or whatever the case may be, a vast majority of kids at Las Lomas are involved in after school activities of some sort. And the sports activities we know are critical to the development of kids in a variety of ways. And so our organization is purely volunteered and through parents, and we have a lot of support from the community. And our job is to give back to every team in the Las Lomas community, and that's done in a variety of ways, as Tiffany mentioned. But beyond that, I'd like to say, the other thing that's important about boosters is we're really trying to become what we're terming the communication hub for Las Lomas. And what we've done is we've purchased a Team Snap account for every sports team. Not everybody uses it, but it's really fantastic to have that. And what it does is it allows a lot of different ways of communication from top down to just within the team, within parents, and the students themselves. And we also have a very robust Instagram account, Facebook, not as much. So hopefully we can get everybody to join that and pay attention to everything involved with what's going on with the sports, especially on our website. We have something called Nights at Home. And if you look at that, it's every home game coming for the next week. I would say it was the next 10 games actually. And it's a really great way to stay on top of what's going on. Membership is critical. Every family that has a student athlete, please do join the boosters, because this is how we give back. We do the travel payments and equipment to all of the teams. And so it's critical to be a part of that. There's also some perks. It does allow you to get into some of the home games without pay when that happens again. Love to see you out there.
Thank you so much for that, Michael. I agree. Let's crossing my fingers for some home games still this season. I see that Elizabeth is back with us to speak with, again, the Performing Arts Foundation.
Thank you so much. And that was just typical of remote learning and everything else. My internet went out for a moment. I apologize about that. So I'm Elizabeth Murray. I am the president of the Las Lomas Performing Arts Foundation. We support outstanding music and theater arts programs through volunteer efforts of our board and donations from parents, friends, and local corporations. Our teachers and our board members really work together to assist the departments with event publicity, performances, receptions, trip planning, and fundraising. And over the years, through the hard work of and generous support of our donors, the PAF has supported our programs, teachers, and students in a number of areas. We've funded a new state-of-the-art professional grade projector in the theater. We funded the purchase and repair of musical instruments. We've upgraded the theater lights. We funded music coaches, clinicians, and choreographers. We have funded achievement awards for the drama and music students, provided scholarships for field trips and festival fees, sort of all of the sorts of things that are extra. The PAF helps support in those programs. And then as we moved from sort of our normal way of doing business to remote learning, we supported the switch to online learning with additional virtual coaches and the reimbursement of the drama fund for the outlay of cost of a canceled musical. So they had spent all of their money and then couldn't perform. And so we helped reimburse them so that once we're able to do performances again, they can really hit the ground running. But all of this is only possible with support of friends and parents like you. So if you have a child that's involved in the performing arts, or if you just want your child to go to a high school with a very robust theater and music program so that you can enjoy those performances, please consider joining. You can become a member through the Las Lomas web store. And you can also offer a donation through our website, which is linked under the organizations in the Las Lomas website. And thank you so much.
Thank you for that, Elizabeth, and it's a wonderful transition. So where you accessed this video today, there's going to be additional information about all of these parent organizations, including links to their websites and information how you can join and how you can get involved. So feel free to click and reach out to any of the people here. Overall, what I think the best thing about our parent community is that we really do welcome everyone and want to hear every voice and every family here. So whether you're ready to come and tailgate before the game, or you're planning for how to write your essay to college, we're here to help you. And all of these organizations welcome you with open arms to their next meeting and to their next event. So thank you so much for being with us here tonight, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you. Good night now.